Hey, hi, hello, welcome, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess, and I don't know how to introduce my videos. This video is inspired by my favorite creator, Evelyn. Internet cousin Evelyn, Evelyn on the internets, Evelyn from the internets, whichever. I'll link the video specifically that I'm talking about in the description. But as I'm filming this, her latest video, it was just kind of like, she was like, I'm not editing. I'm not adding in transitions. I'm not doing nothing. You're kind of just getting podcast vibes. So you don't really need to look at this screen. You can just listen. And I was like, wow, I kind of love this. I want to do it. And then it's funny because Robin texted me. She's like, Evelyn's video is kind of like giving you energy. Like, I feel like you should do something like this. I'm like, man, look at that, meant to be. So that's how we're here. Will we talk about books? I don't know. I just got a couple the little topics to yap about, and I'll see how I feel about this, maybe how people feel about it. Although at this point, I'm just trying different things because I feel bored with my content. Obviously book communities are different, but I don't do those every week. And who's to say this would be every week? But I just would like things that are easier to do, but not necessarily a tag video, because at the end of the day, I love books, I love reading, but I like other things. And I'm frankly tired of just talking about books. And sometimes I insert other things, especially if it's in a vlog or whatever, I get to yapping, but I'm just saying, I just want to talk. That's basically it. I'm considering changing my channel name to YAPPICA. It's the name that Robin has christened me with because I am a yapper. I was born like this. I can't help it. And so that's what this podcast-ish thing is. I don't know what this video will be titled. So anyway, I wrote down a few topics I would like to yap about. And kind of the first thing is about reading, and I think you'll probably have seen the vlog by now, but I was just talking about how I'm tired of reading, and not like I want to take a break from reading indefinitely or anything. I've just been reading a lot. And like I said, I like other things. I do enjoy watching TV. I used to be a movie girly, and I just don't do that anymore. Obviously I'm into bookbinding. I really want to learn to sew, but reading is time consuming. It is. And audiobooks are amazing, and I do listen to them. However, I don't listen only to audiobooks, and so it's only for certain genres really. So I don't get a lot of reading done as I'm doing other tasks. So it's just like, I feel torn and kind of like it's not a waste of time, but I'm spending so much time just sitting and reading when I'm like, damn, I could have been doing that, or I could have been doing that. And so I just wanted to give time and space for other things. But I would feel guilty before because I'm like, okay, well, I need to read because I need to make content about books. And I'll be very honest with you that I do make money from this channel, not a lot, and not as much as I used to. And I do have a Patreon, and I'm so thankful to those people because I am not working full-time right now. So I am grateful for everyone who watches my video and supports my Patreon. So it is something that, is important because I'm not a rich person, but also I just felt like I owed it to my audience to like only talk about this one thing. And the problem with social media is that they basically exist. These algorithms really want you to select a niche. So books have been my niche, but I'm tired of that. And I'm like, okay, well, I think I'm doing a disservice to my subscribers if I continuously do something that I don't want to do. And that just leads to burnout. So while I'm still reading, I will make videos about books. Like I will be... The Words of Radiance recap is coming. Don't worry. They're just tedious to make the notes and film. Don't worry. Like if I read something I don't like, I may rant about it. I still do wrap-ups, stuff like that. But I just want to try some other things out. They may work. They may not. They may not be popular, but I may like them. I don't know. We'll see. So I just that's just something that thoughts I've been thinking. I think a lot of thoughts. And to segue into my next topic, which again, I think I might have mentioned in my vlog, so sorry. But about TV, okay? Especially now, fall TV coming back. Look, do you watch 911 on ABC? Is it ABC? With Angela Bassett? and I can't think of my man's name. And I can't think of my man's name. You know the show if you know the show. Oh my God. That is my show, okay? The Lone Star one, whack, don't watch it. I couldn't get into Chicago Fire. And I tried to get into Station 11, Station 12, whatever one, the one that I think is based in Seattle, no. But 911, the California one, oh! Bobby and Anita and Eddie and Buck and Chip and him. I love it. I'm obsessed. It's coming back. I'm also watching Bones. Yes, still, because I may have started over from the beginning, even though I never finished it. Shh, mind your business, almost season 3. Okay, and I have to finish or Robin's gonna fight me. You know shows I haven't finished? The Expanse, Peaky Blinders. Like, there's so many. Call the Midwife. I'm not up to date. Real Housewives are coming back this fall, okay? Salt Lake City, Beverly Hills, New York, Atlanta. I don't know if I'll be watching Atlanta, but still, the point is, TV. I need it. TV is still art, okay? It's just in a different medium, and it's okay. I think that this is less a thing now. But I do feel like in the past there have been people who, because there's always going to be people who are like, look at themselves and what they do as morally superior. I'm like, I don't watch TV. I read. Okay. Great for you. There's some really great TV out there. And while The Housewives may not be this top tier, high caliber television, it's an anthropological study, okay? I'm getting my anthropology on when I'm watching reality TV, so mind your business. And 911 is just, it's just great, okay? It's just great. Shh. If you don't like it, be quiet. Be quiet. So yeah, I don't think that attitude is as pervasive now as it once was, but there are like, I don't watch TV, okay, and I do. I want to watch more. So in order to keep my love of reading, like keep it positive, I need to break it up and do other things. And be like, oh gosh, wow, I haven't read a good book in a while, let me sit down. As lately, I'm like, God damn, if I had to look at another page, I'm gonna eyes out of my head, you know? I don't know if anybody else knows that. Anyway, are there any good fall shows you will be watching? Because I want to know. Not like I need to add anything to my list because I already have too much right now. Like, I want to watch, what's that show? What's that show? I see it in my mind, but I want to watch it and you don't know what it is. If I can figure it out. Actually, just kidding, because I'm not editing this. Like, I'm just putting this up raw. So whatever that show is on Apple TV, or is Homie from Parks and Rec, I want to watch that. There's other things. Oh, the show From, that's coming back on. Like, forget booked and busy, TV'd and busy. I don't think that flows as well. But yes, I'm going to be trying to incorporate that back in my life. I need to work on watching movies. It's so bad. I know people joke like, oh, our attention span. No, it's true. And I do well enough with reading. Like, I can put my phone down and read, but watching them, and I can, here's the thing. I can sit and watch an entire season of TV in one day. Like I watched the 8 episodes of The Secret Wives of, no, I think I watched 6 episodes in one day. But that's like almost 6 hours. But you put on a film and I'm like, oh, I can't do this. I can't do this. I guess because to me, it feels unnatural to be like, okay, let's pause. And most fucking movies are like 3 goddamn hours. So I'm just like, I could pause in the middle, but I don't. But I need, you know, there's so many movies out there that I haven't watched in the last several years because I just, numerous reasons I stopped watching them. But anyway, back to the important thing. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Let's talk about it, okay? I feel like I got lucky because Robin, Ray, and Liv were like all watching it at the same time I was watching it. So I was just back and forth. And there's still great TikToks and things being made about it because it's so ridiculous. Now, you know, if you have watched anything that I have done, especially with Mara on our podcast, Welcome to Our Open Tabs, we have a fascination with the Mormons. And so The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is following these, well, most of them are married, Mormon women living in Utah who created Mom Talk. And will Mom Talk survive this? I don't know. But they they do dances on TikTok basically, and they had some drums. There was a falling out, and I remember one person, like I knew one person's name. Her name was Taylor Frankie Paul, and her being in the center of the drama. And so going into the show, I think me and other people were like, oh, Taylor's gonna be the villain. False. So if you're like, oh, I already know how this is gonna go down because I saw it go down on TikTok, no, you need to watch it. It is so ridiculous. Like, of course, I already know things about the Mormon faith and how they're supposed to live and what they shouldn't be doing, so it's very interesting. So watch this show to see the saints versus the sinners that they got going on here. And certain things are like, can't have coffee or tea, but a little laughing gas when you get your Botox is fine. Or, you know, ketamine for therapeutical purposes. Therapeutic purposes is fine. It's wild. The hair, the dances, the drama, the relationships. Will Mom Talk survive this? Like, I just think if you need some reality, you need to watch it. It's only 8 episodes, which is infuriating, and there was not a reunion. I'm mad about that because I have questions and someone needs to hold them accountable. Also, they need a therapist. Everybody needs a therapist. Everybody needs a therapist. But wow, what a time. What a time was had. There's some bum ass husbands up in here. Bum ass, ugly and broke. And if you watched it, you know who I'm talking about. Oh, Aegon Targaryen looking ass. Yeah, that motherfucker. It's just, it makes me want to book a flight to Salt Lake City so I can go to Swig and get me a 44-ounce soda pop with some fixins in it. Although I could just go to Sonic down the road and get me a Route 44 and it would be fine. But that's their thing. They're big about the soda. Not drinking, can't have no coffee, no tea, but you get your soda on. And I'm like, you know what? Do you, boo-boo? Because I mean, I do love soda. So like, I get it. All the add-ins they be doing. I have tried a Dr. Pepper with cream in it. It was like raspberry and cream. It was at a coffee shop. And it was good for like the first 5 sips. Then I was like, I'm supposed to drink this whole thing. Maybe it should have had less cream in it. But I don't know how they be doing a 44-ounce. And granted, they might have just ordered that size for the show. I don't know. I'm no one to judge because I have gotten a 44-ounce from Sonic. And I have taken a 44-ounce of Dr. Pepper from Sonic into a movie theater under a coat and put rum in it before. That was a different life I was living, but I have done that. So who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? But I beg of you, if you want some entertainment, you should watch it. It's on Hulu. Hold on, my lips is chapped. We are not editing. Y'all about to get all this. Hold on. Where am I at? Oh my God, I feel like I've said so much, only 13 minutes. Let's keep it, you know, I feel like we should keep it around 20. I guess depending on what I gotta say, because if I gotta say more than 20 minutes, I'm gonna say more than 20 minutes, and who wants to listen will listen. Hello? There's somebody out, there's an ear for every yapper out there. What else? Oh, the only other thing I wrote down for this discussion, this episode, whatever you want to call it, was about making friends as an adult, because I have been on this journey as of late and it is difficult, especially when you're an introvert. You aren't going like physically to school or to work, because even when I was working full-time, I was working remotely, so that did not lend itself to making friends. And I'm talking about making friends like in person, like where I live. And then also when you don't live in or near a major city, I think it's a lot harder. And so I've been trying to find things on my own, also discussing with my therapist, and I have met some people I'll get to in a moment. But I remember, I think during I don't know if it was a live or just a Patreon sprint, somebody was like, can you share what you're doing to try to make friends as an adult? And I'm like, I'm not doing a good job. But what I will say is, again, I would see things on social media, I'd be like, oh, that could be a cool way to meet people, because in this day and age, we really lack community. And obviously people that talk about the lack of third spaces and such and things like that. And so naturally my entire life I've made friends by I was going to school with you or I was working with you. And of course I've made a few friends through my husband being in the military and so other military wives, but that is not like a surefire way, and that has not really happened here. So I was like looking for stuff. Like I said, I would see something that was like, this thing exists in numerous cities, and I knew it wouldn't be here, but I would look anyway, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's not here. Like the silent book club or whatever, New York City, of course that's not here. And then when there are things like that that have branches, different locations across the US, they may be in Dallas, but that's 3.5 hours away from me. So that's not like something I could just go to, you know, randomly. Like I kind of have to plan to do that. So I will say that adds a layer of difficulty, not being close to a major city, because I swear to God, obviously it's New York City, but they have everything. Like I see a TikTok for a tap dancing class, adult beginner tap dancing class. I'm like, oh my God, I always want to learn tap. Look it up here. It's just for kids. And I'm like, ah! Even last year when I was like, I can swim, but I would like to be better. And maybe this is a way I can meet people. So I took adult swim lessons at the YMCA. And while, you know, cordial with my classmates, it wasn't that didn't make any long lasting, you know, relationships. I started going to Pure Barre. Most of the people who came to Pure Barre already had friends. They came in pairs. So didn't make any friends from that. So I've been looking for adult like kickball league or something. And the problem here is that things are not updated. They don't make it easy to find information. So I go to the Parks and Rec website, hasn't been updated since 2022. I'm like, how do I find this information? And so that's been a bust. So anyway, the wife of one of Andrew's friends told Andrew to tell me about joining this Facebook group for certain wives from the military base. So I joined it. People post here and there, but there was a post about going to brunch, and I was like, my therapist had given me homework of like, I need to make plans to, you know, meet a new person. So I went and I met 3 other women. They were really nice. And like we exchanged numbers and everything. We haven't hung out again yet, but we have chatted. And then I downloaded Bumble BFF, and I did meet someone on there, and I met up with her at a Barnes & Noble, and she was really nice. And then we went today and we had coffee. And so I told my therapist this. I think something I struggle with is I'm like, in my head, I want a bestie, like ride or die, platonic soulmate. And I know that it's unrealistic to go into every interaction thinking that could be the potential. And so my therapist was like, why don't you just try to embrace these meetups? Is basically like, maybe this person is going to be your best friend, but maybe they're a great person you get brunch with. Maybe they're a fun person you have coffee with. Maybe they're someone you talk Real Housewives with or whatever. And because she was saying that every friend you have is not going to be a multi-purpose friend. Like they're not going to basically meet all of your friendship needs, kind of. And you know, some people are you put them in a certain basket. They're this friend for this. They're this friend for that. So I struggle with letting go of that, of like expecting to find my multi-purpose friend or like my bestie, my platonic soulmate is what I like to call it, near me. And so it's fine. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to a Pilates class, not next week, but the week after, because I'm going to be out of town. And I invited someone to go with me. And so I'm waiting to hear back from that. So I don't have any advice. I say if you're near a bigger city, then joining like a group activity would probably be the best. Like that's what I would like to do. I would like if there was like the adult tap class, the silent book club. I know it's silent, but still, like, maybe afterwards you're like leaving and maybe you see somebody's book and you're like, ooh, what were you reading? Or even bigger bookstores that actually have events where you can meet readers. We only have a Barnes and Noble and like a Second and Charles, and there's like nothing that happens here. There are no indie bookstores. There's like a used bookstore that is probably breaking the fire code with how many paperbacks are stacked precariously to the ceiling. But it's just difficult when you live somewhere that is the pits. But maybe also like a recreational league, a sport. I also was recently looking up classes on learning how to sew or knit. So I'm thinking about maybe doing something like that. I don't know who I'm gonna meet. If I'm gonna meet anybody. Another thing is I'm really bad at small talk. So even sometimes putting myself in these situations, like at Pure Barre, it was like, you're talking to your friend. I'm not gonna insert myself into the conversation, you know? So that is where I am in my trying to make friends as an adult. It is very difficult. And I am someone who, I do prefer my company, like my solitude, but there are times when I'm like, wow, I wish I had a gal pal to like go out and have a margarita with and just whatever. So maybe one of these will turn into that, maybe not. Maybe I will meet someone new, but I am going to keep trying because my therapist won't get off of my case. But I also know that I want, especially like, yes, my husband is my best friend, but like I want a gal pal. I don't have a gal pal here. IRL, in person. They all live in my phone. They're far away. So that is what's been popping, what's been going on with me. What thoughts I had in my head. And that's it, I think. I'm at 21 minutes. I think that's enough for this first one here, especially since I'm not editing it. I'm just gonna put it up on the internet. Sorry. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on anything I talked about. If you're interested in hearing me yap more, because every week it'd be different, or however the frequency I do them, because as a person who is chronically online and who has many open tab, even though I have the podcast Welcome to My Open Tab Tomorrow, we can't get to every tab. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes there's something central in my brain. I'm like, ooh, I want to yap about it right now. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. I mean, if you have yap requests, I'll think about it. But that's gonna be it. So stay blessed, hydrate, moisturize, and sunscreen. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Okay, how do I make a thumbnail though if I don't edit this? Because then you're gonna get the thumbnail poses. And okay, maybe I could cut off the beginning and the end, but not edit anything between, because what I'm gonna, yeah, it's gonna be like, okay, yeah, it'd be weird. I'm gonna edit that out.